Okay, so this video is looking at 1997 Batman and Robin film comic. I've already done videos for the first 3 films of this series, so this is the 4th and final one. This will be the shortest one of these videos as it sticks really close to the film, which is funny as that film could do with a lot of changes to make it halfway decent. But I'm sure you don't want reminding of this terrible film, so it will get it over with quicker. It does have a very bizarre opening panel though. The film starts with Batman and Robin collecting their Bat gadgets in the Batcave, then getting into their respective vehicles and heading off to face Mr. Freeze for the first time. The comic starts with them already at Mr. Freeze's destination, but with a film crew filming them. I presume the guy with the ponytail is director Joel Schumacher. Is this the comic book version of the film, or the comic book version of the making of DVD extra? Very weird. The only real changes this makes throughout is to shorten the action scenes from the film, but every comic book version of a film I've seen does that, so it's no real surprise. I think they do it because long action scenes can be time consuming to draw and would make the comic longer, increasing the cost to make it and bumping up the price on the cover. In the film, one of Mr. Freeze's henchmen is a woman who has the hots for him. She's been cut out of the comic entirely, just like all that action. Also, Bruce Wayne's date at the opening of the new telescope has been cut out. What are they trying to say in this comic? I've just watched an episode of the 60s Batman TV show where Batman happily agrees to ride around with Alfred in the Batmobile with a just married sign on it and tin cans trailing from the back of it. They weren't very subtle, were they? In the film, when Poison Ivy turns Robin against Batman, Batman just harmlessly lets Robin fall into a vat of ice cream. In the comic he hits him so hard, blood comes out. Kapow! Take that, you lovesick brat! In the film, when Batman, Robin and Batgirl race in their vehicles to face Mr. Freeze for the last time, they take on his henchmen in their vehicles. In the comic, they also tangle with henchmen on ice skates. What do you know? An action scene actually longer than it was in the film. In the film, when both villains have been caught, no villains get killed off in this one. Mr. Freeze visits Poison Ivy, who he knows tried to kill his wife, in her cell in full armour for some payback. I always thought that was very generous of the Arkham Asylum staff. In the comic, he's just in his prison outfit, which makes more sense. The very last words of this comic are, "That's a wrap," which continues, "It's really a film, not a comic vibe," from that opening panel. It's also apt, as this film killed off the franchise for 8 years, until we got Batman Begins, which was the start of the awesome Dark Knight trilogy. I think you'll agree it was well worth the wait. Okay, so that was a look at the 1997 Batman and Robin film comic, and hopefully you'll join me on another kind of video sometime.